don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Hello YouTube. You see the title here, and I'm going to have the machine to read this to you. I added some more stuff to it. You're going to get to read the thing without the videos in it. I put videos in it, and I'm putting this at the beginning just so I can talk to you a minute to explain the situation a little bit. Not to create any fear or anything like that, but sometimes the way things come out, that's the way it has to be. So I'm reading it, letting it read to you. There's a lot of issues of BP oil spill going on here and things that's happened in the past, so, and the present and in the future. So this is very knowledgeable information, so y'all read it yourself, because the machine does whatever it wants to when it wants to. So I'm just letting you know that do the best I can. The system does what it wants to. But anyway, depending on how it ends up recording, I hope it does good. So that's all I can tell you about that right now. And I want to put this out for everybody. Go see the videos. You can do your own research. There's information. You can check it out on Climate Viewer as well. There's a lot of information here. That's the videos that I added. There is no more, but you can check that one, which is Climate Viewer. Jim did that one and this one. Excuse me. And the one I added today is this one. This one right here. This one also uses Climate Viewer, and it's not Jim that does the video, but it's a very good one. And it's about 34 minutes long, and it's got a lot of stuff together here and telling you about earthquakes and all sorts of things that you need to know, and all the stuff about Climate Viewer, showing you things here. So y'all please go check this out, and you might want to check this one out as well. So with that, much love to y'all. Have a great day.
Advised the Assumption Parish President on Thursday that Bayou Corn sinkhole area has high levels of methane in nearby water wells, posing risks to health, fire and explosion, and that residents need to heed the mandatory evacuation order. That day, parish officials postponed Saturday's resident briefing with no explanation of the chemicals reviewed. Only methane, detected in the industrial water wells, presents a potential health risk type 2 of fire/explosion. Dr. Rael Dratard, state epidemiologist of the Louisiana Department of Health and Hospitals Office DHH of Public Health, stated in an environmental data report of the Bayou Corn oil and gas sinkhole event sent to Assumption Parish President Martin F. Treach Thursday. That morning, at 9:00 a.m., parish officials stated in a blog post developed to keep residents informed about the sinkhole incident. *No*. The resident briefing scheduled for Saturday morning has been rescheduled for Tuesday, October 9, 2012 at the command post at 6:00 p.m. Methane, the mysterious powerful underground force reported by officials. Speculations are increasing that methane is the mysterious powerful underground force wreaking havoc in South Louisiana, including the sinkhole disaster area. Methane gas leaks are spreading throughout the South Louisiana area. Within 4 months, as of this week, methane bubbling sites have increased to 28, including in Pierre Part, outside the mandatory evacuation area but within hearing distance, and jolts of seismic activities where foul chemical odors are nauseating and burning, as some residents there have reported. When power flickered out a brief spell Friday night, one Pierre Part resident Felicia Schuylig, 27, was too frightened to sleep. Heilig lives near one of the latest detected bubbling sites, number 16 on the parish map, and has struggled with her 2 children and mother being sick since the sinkhole gas incident and the smell of strong chemicals there began. I took a drive down to the sinkhole area to make sure it wasn't anything to do with that, Heilig told reporter Deborah Dupre in an email. That whole area is hazy, Heilig wrote. Almost like fog, but it's not foggy anywhere else. The power truck was parked at the sinkhole area gas station, according to Heilig. Don't know what's up, but glad my kids aren't home tonight, she reported, further indicating the ongoing human rights to health and security violation. Rader stated in the October 3rd letter that high levels of methane have been detected in water wells in the sinkhole area, according to DHH that reviewed 11 samples and readings. With levels as high as 22,400, 26,627, 700 UG/liters, it would appear immediate remediation is warranted, DHH advises. The DHH letter to Triech encourages local residents to do 3 things. 1. Heed the evacuation orders issued to avoid restricted areas. 3. Discuss any health concerns they have with their physician, according to the parish official blog post where residents are updated. And to residents, parish officials have yet to advise them about the DHH letter about high levels of methane or what they are being encouraged to do. Gas has also been found in the aquifer above the 1 mile by 3 mile Napoleon-built salt dome farther east and deeper underground in the dome's hard cap rock, Department of Natural Resources DNR officials said. DNR then ordered the Napoleon-built dome's 7 operators to find and vent or flare any gas. On September 14th, the DNR issued an underreported declaration of emergency and directive advisory regarding gas in the sinkhole area being life-threatening. In the advisory, Louisiana DNR's Commissioner of Conservation James H. Welsh stated, "It is hereby declared that the presence of natural gas in formations and sands shallower than the underlying cap rock, and in the Mississippi alluvial aquifer, and its top stratum in and around the Bayou Corn area has the potential to threaten lives, the environment, property and operations, sites and facilities under the regulatory authority of the Commissioner of Conservation." The 4-acre sinkhole emerged on August 3rd after 2 months of thousands of earthquakes and natural gas bubbling in the swampland area waterways and at some of the land-based water wells. "This sucks to have to live where you get freaked out anytime there's a loud noise or if the power flips off," Heilig said Friday. "I'm so on edge and jumpy right now. A transformer failed at 12:59 a.m. in Baton Rouge, 50 miles from the sinkhole, according to the website of Entergy Louisiana LLC. Frank's casing crew and rental tools of Lafayette has been contracted to drill 3 shallow wells to explore the gas in the aquifer. DNR spokesman Patrick Courgees said Thursday that officials signed contracts earlier this week with the company. The drilling equipment is expected on site Saturday and Sunday. Courgees said that the approximately 100 feet deep wells will be on land between the sinkhole and Bayou Corn community and another located west of Bayou Corn to see if gas is that far west in the aquifer. There is being tested from 3 new bubble sites farther west of the sinkhole, toward Pierre Part, according to officials. The sinkhole is engulfing the entire 1 mile by 3 mile Napoleon-built salt dome, according to at least one lifetime resident of the area. Scientists working on the disaster have also listed the salt dome moving as a possibility. "I think they need to tell people the truth and how serious this can be," Heilig's mother, Debbie, told Dupre on the telephone Thursday. "Be honest, especially about the water, that it could be contaminated, even far from the sinkhole. Methane threatening health, fires, explosions along Gulf Coast since BP wrecked Macondo Prospect long before the sinkhole. We've smelled natural gas," Debbie Heilig said. "We don't have natural gas here. We use propane." Lake Payne, less than 70 miles west of Pierre Part, also has new methane bubbling sites that officials are dismissing, according to local human rights defenders concerned not only for their welfare and safety, but also those of Assumption Parish residents. Lake Cañar was a 10-foot, 3.0 meter deep freshwater lake until a 1980 Texaco oil drilling disaster turned it into a 1,300 feet deep saltwater lake and turned the peaceful lives of local residents into an ongoing battle with government officials and oil and gas industries and their salt dome storage facilities. This week quakes jolted residents in two parishes between the sinkhole and the Gulf of Mexico. Officials had called extra security to the Bayou Horn disaster area after powerful underground forces caused a monstrous sinkhole in the swampland, bent the gas pipeline to a right angle in a 400-foot section next to the bubbling hole, caused evacuation of 150 homes, temporarily shut a 4-mile stretch of Highway 70, and renewed discussion about a methane bubble tsunami from the 2010 Gulf of Mexico BP blowout. In July 2010, BP found a mega pocket of highly pressurized methane gas in the Gulf of Mexico. 2 years ago, after BP's Deepwater Horizon catastrophe began, scientists observed methane concentrations in the Gulf up to 10,000 times higher than normal and corresponding oxygen depletion levels. Methane has continued seeping from the Macondo prospect area for over 2 years. This week, officials revealed that the wrecked Macondo prospect oil well BP was drilling when its rig exploded, killing 11 men and setting off an irreversible catastrophe, possibly has fissures or cracks in the seabed from which oil is leaking, as reported by this author over 2 years ago. Back on July 1, 2010, Yahoo News reported millions of lives may be at risk from a deadly methane eruption. The threat of a methane gas explosion in the Gulf has been attributed to fear-mongering. Is there any evidence to these claims? Stated Yahoo News reporter Dave Jackson. Robotic submarines had returned alarming video footage of methane gas hazards. Cracks and fissures are opening up on the sea floor over an area of several miles. The number of pockmarks have appeared on the sea floor as far as 20 miles away from the original Macondo blowout. Oil and methane gas are escaping from areas that have never even been drilled, Jackson wrote. Frighteningly, these fissures appear to be growing and connecting with each other. The methane pockmarks are growing in size. Even worse, the weakened sea floor is being heaved up into a massive, fracturing mound. The geological time bomb, previously locked away under miles of rock, has been disturbed. Fear is growing for the very real possibility that a methane gas bubble, 15 to 20 miles in diameter, could indeed rupture the sea floor and escape with unimaginable violence. This is the most vigorous methane eruption in modern history, said John Kessler of Texas A&M University. The oil contains 40% methane, much higher than the usual 5%. Kessler found that underwater methane in some areas approached 1 million times above background concentrations. In addition to methane, the EPA has found extremely high levels of benzene and hydrogen sulfide in the Macondo prospect investigations, the same chemicals that officials have detected in the Bayou Horn area and that locals there can smell. In 2010 Macondo investigations, early H2S readings were 1,200 ppb, far higher than the allowed 510 ppb. Environmental attorney Stuart Smith concluded this week saying that many human rights defenders have said and continue saying about the Gulf oil catastrophe cover-up, one that appears more each day to include the sinkhole disaster. This is not over by a long shot and BP needs to come up with a lot more money. It's time that BP and the feds come clean about all this fresh oil.
If you are going to control any population for any length of time, you must bring in an element of getting people to consent to what is happening to them.
Society is developing more and more in the direction of a thought police that control every thought we have.